Arco 1964 here, with races between April 6th and the 12th this month. And leaving off Aintree completely as every race, even more minor ones, it can class a major race at most meetings, so I'm going to just concentrate on the other meetings for this. And we started Hereford on Monday, and here are pretty valuable, bluntly I have to say for Hereford, it doesn't have the greatest racing since we opened. I've been a couple of times, once when on the day it reopened and once late one was a decent meeting. And this is a race over just under 2 miles 5 furlongs, and it's the Mares Handicap Steeplechase part of the Challenger Mares Series qualifier. Another race here on Easter Monday. We have a meeting I went to last year. This is another meeting here on Easter Monday at Kempton, and this is Magnolia Stakes over 1 mile 2 furlongs. I went to this myself last year, and also the same day over at Plumpton. Another very good second of their 2-day Easter meetings, and this has the top 2 races here being the Sussex champion Steeplechase over 2 miles 1 furlong. And yet again we held Sussex National. I think it's the 3rd time I had tried to hold it. I think it was banned. I was going to go to this last year, it was banned on the day, and I think it was banned this year as well. And I don't know whether they try and change where it's held, I'm not sure. It's over 3 miles 4.5 furlongs. And in addition, we have a novice handicap hurdle over 2 miles 4.5. I'll say something I've said in last week's video and also previously. You cannot have a champion handicap. It doesn't work. You have a championship race or finals race. I just don't know the name. I actually was great. I think Plumpton put these races on. I have to say, I'm not complaining too much about them. I think it's really good prize winning these two races. And I think there's a Stayers one, I think valuable one. I think maybe on the original day of the Sussex National. I think, but I just don't like the naming generally of a championship handicap. Originally, this was Conditional Jockey's Trading Series Handicap Hurdle. It's got a Switch of Maiden Hurdle, which it is the last 2 years. And also we have a novice handicap hurdle, pretty viable race, over 2 miles 4.5 furlongs. Over at Fakenham on the same day, we also have a Cecil and Sheila Buffon Memorial Mares Handicap Hurdle over just over 2 miles 7 furlongs. A variety of this race has been run since 2006, so obviously sadly must have passed away at some point in that period. And it started as a handicap hurdle, then it became a novices handicap hurdle, versus back to being handicap hurdle, and became a mares handicap back in 2023. Next in Exeter, we have well done Fiona Walker, happy birthday to you, and that's a race over just over 2 miles 5.5 furlongs. Over at Pontefract, we have a 5 furlong race. I've seen them past actually. I know I can't make them. I don't like doing races twice, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before, so I'm not doing it. So I can get quite cheap tickets to Pontefract. But this is a handicap over 5 furlongs. So Pontefract, just about the largest race course in Europe, bar the Grand National Course Aintree, and certainly it's probably the largest flat race, certainly in Britain and probably may well be in Europe. So it's an interesting place to go to. And a couple of memorial races here. There's one for Tommy Heppel at 1.5 miles, and also for Shoe Shepherd, also back up to a sprint of 5 furlongs. All these 3 races are 4 € plus. There's a second year the Tommy Heppel race has been run. I can't find any information about him. Shoe Shepherd was very well connected with the Encore Theatre Company, an amateur theatre company based in Castleford. On Thursday at Taunton, we have the Tony and Carol Stocker Anniversary Surprise Mares Handicap Hurdle Race. I don't know how much surprise it is now for them, if it's appeared here. I assume they may have known a bit earlier than now, and that's over 2.5 miles. And Mike, well done to Mike, especially getting to his 70th birthday, and a celebration handicap steeplechase over 2 miles 7 furlongs. On Friday over at Thirsk, we have the Michael Foster Condition Stakes at 7 furlongs for 4 € plus. It's a very long running race since at least I think 1990. It's actually a memorial race originally, then changed 2014 to not being a memorial race. On the Racing Post, look at the results of where I usually check how long race we ran for. It doesn't list a 1990 race, it lists a 1991 race and later, but not 1990, but certainly been run since 1990. Saturday at Yarmouth, we have a 1 mile 2 furlong race, fields only, and it's in memory of Walter Clark Vet Novice Stakes. So I assume Walter Clark was a vet. I mean, at least you don't look that up too much. In the end, I have looked up Walter Clark. I thought, well, I may as well do in respect of looking up something about about him, and he died after a fall, age 84. Was a former vet in the area, and was the honorary vice president of Royal Norfolk Agriculture Association, and very connected with the Royal Norfolk Show, and he died in May last year. Yarmouth also has a mile and par peak birthday handicap stakes over just over 1 mile 2 furlongs. I have no idea where mile and par might be, although if you look up at Yarmouth, the previous races, there's a Salmon and Roslin peak retirement handicap on the 15th of October 2024, so it could be the same people. Sunday at Wincanton, a couple of decent valuable races here. We have a handicap hurdle race over 2 miles 5 furlongs and just under another half furlong, and a handicap chase over 1 mile 7 furlongs and just over half. In addition, Dr. Tolson Memorial handicap hurdle race over 3 miles and just over half a furlong. This has been run since 2019, and Dot appears to look at her funeral notice to be connected with Weymouth. Finally, a meeting I may well go to at Musselburgh. I haven't decided yet. I've seen some of his races before, so I might not do, but it's another other thing I could do. But in order, we have a 5 furlong novice for 2-year-olds only. We have 2 races successively over a mile, both 3-year-olds. Firstly, a handicap, and then secondly, a fillies handicap. After that, we have a slightly more valuable, just under 1 mile 1 furlong handicap stakes. Then a 1.5 mile race, or another handicap, and then a 7 furlong handicap, and finally a 5 furlong handicap.